Certificate forger Bola Tinubu celebrates Teachers' Day and says education can change destiny. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. While assuring that Nigerian teachers under his watch will get their due reward, Mr. Tinubu emphasized the importance of education. Amid revelation of a certificate forgery, President Bola Tinubu on Thursday celebrated Nigerian teachers, describing education as a miracle that changes the fortune. Education is a miracle that changes the fortune of a family in a single generation. Mr. Tinubu said in a statement shared on his official X account commemorating World Teachers' Day, while assuring that Nigerian teachers under his watch will get their due reward. Mr. Tinubu emphasized the importance of education. I believe that there is no vehicle that can transport you to your destination as safely as education. It is the reason every child, regardless of their background, awaits a future of vast possibilities, said Mr. Tinubu. Mr. Tinubu last tweeted 4 days ago. Mr. Tinubu World Teachers' Day statement comes amid revelation that he presented a forged certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Decades of controversy over Mr. Tinubu's academic record took another turn after Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party approached the court to compel Chicago State University to grant him access to Mr. Tinubu's academic record. After months of pushback from Mr. Tinubu, the court compelled the Chicago State University to release Mr. Tinubu's record, a development followed by a deposition by the institution, revealing that Mr. Tinubu presented a forged certificate to the Nigerian electoral body. Caleb Westbag, the registrar at Chicago State University, said Mr. Tinubu's certificate dated June 22, 1979, and tendered to INEC on June 17, 2022, was not issued by the school, and its administrators could, therefore, not be able to authenticate its source, the People Gazette reported on Tuesday. CSU disposition has sparked reactions amongst Nigerians, with many calling for Mr. Tinubu ouster in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Section 137 IJ of 1J of the Nigerian Constitution, amended in 2010, specifically stated that no one will be legitimately elected president of Nigeria if the person has presented a forged certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Now, first of all, one thing I would say is now, wow, it is actual now wa. See as they use call and a president certificate forger. Huh. Now wow. This headline now wow. Now that's by the way. Secondly, Tinubu celebrating World Teachers' Day. I think his the few thing he spoke was that he's going to make sure people under him get his due. How is he going to do it? We don't want more promises. If you sincerely, Nigerians do not want more promises. What we want at this point in time is action. And not just any action, but action, well thought out action. Well thought out action, so that tomorrow we will not go and be biting our finger like, what's it called? The subsidy. They're biting their fingers over it now. And then, I think the education is not just school education. Let me now rephrase. Let me now make us understand what Tinubu is saying. Education is not just book education, school education. It is the education of the mind. A person who has a very open mind, the person that will be able to change his or her generation, can change destiny. If you have an open mind, a teachable mind, you are open-minded to things, believe you me, you are heading for the top. The sky is definitely going to be a starting point. So like I said, this is not just about school education, because a lot of people, they have made a mistake of, I don't go school, I don't come outside. That going to school, instead of it to broaden their mind, it kind of put them in a box. Have you ever seen people that go to school, they always think about jobs? I'm not talking about people always think about jobs. This is that there's no job in this country. But people when no go school, when no say, I no go school. So getting a job itself is out of the question. You understand? It's even going to be more difficult. What did they do? They venture into a kind of businesses. They venture into a kind of, you understand me? Just like those who found the Microsoft, just like those who found, many great inventors. They don't go to school. There are people who refuse to box themselves inside. Okay, this is how they have taught us in school. That is the normal school. You go to school, you get a good grade, and you come out and you look for a job. At the end of the day, the work have gone. You're not even quick say. All right, this is just unprofessional. You need to be banned, and you will be example for others. Yes, talking about the headline. The headline is really, really too harsh. Really, really too harsh. And if you think I must be a Tinubu supporter for saying this, you need a mental checkup as fast as possible. Sincerely, this headline is actually too no. It's no, come on now. Okay, what a joke country, and so many hypocrites sit around listening to what a notorious corrupt man without moral values has to say. The topic mainstream media has been avoiding, it reached people gazette, then they turned it to violence. I did tell you, but these people's gazette now, make them make sure say anytime any violence will touch them, they are go fit withstand the violence and return same. Okay, so like I said, education is not just the education they're speaking of here. It's definitely not education of the mind. It's education of it's definitely not the education of the school. School education permits me to say just formal education. It is also informal. It is your ability to see everything around you as things around you can teach you. Even a baby around you can teach you. If you go with that mindset, like I said, the sky is going to be your starting point. But if you are going to come in and start saying, how do I put it now? If you're going to come in and start saying, oh, how do I even put it? If you're going to come in and start saying that the one when only people will go school, now only them go do this thing, or now you're going to be putting yourself on a box. And I want to believe that you agree with me. All right. So at the end of the day, that is just it. Though people are going to call Tinubu out and say, see person where they talk, you're not even supposed to talk at all. The sweetest and most delicious news from People's Gazette. Even this is your last news, you have just nailed the wood deep. Haba. How is this? Why did you make this sweet you like this? Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.